Welcome, everyone, to Lakeshore Arena, where today your Irondequoit Eagles will take on the Churchville-Chili Saints. Hi, I'm Mike Orsini, and with me is Don Leduc.
Good afternoon.
And the Eagles are just coming off a big win against Geneseo Livonia this past week, 7-1. That was a makeup game from the snowstorm last week, and they outshot them 50-16, Don.
Right, I saw that. And somebody had 3 goals. Connor Hines, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I know Livonia's not that good, but still to get 50 shots on that team.
Right.
You know, you got to feel it's a good momentum boost going into today's game against the Saints.
Well, I also heard I didn't see the game, but I heard from some people that did see the game that they hopefully didn't get into any bad habits, that there was a lot of running around and ragged play. So I think against Gates-Chili, which has much more balanced scoring than Irondequoit scene,
right,
they're going to have to play a much more disciplined game.
All right, Churchville 6-4, and they're going up against the 9-1, third-ranked in the state Eagles.
Yes, you told me about that. I went online and I saw that for myself. They are ranked third, the highest Section 5 team.
So someone is taking notice, and they could build on that with games coming up against Aquinas.
That'll be huge. Monday, the makeup game.
Yeah, Monday's makeup, they'll be all caught up. They're 9-1.
Right.
And what else can you tell us about Churchville?
Well, it's just what I said before. They're very balanced. They have 6 or 7 guys with over 6 goals, so there's not one player they can key on. If they don't play well, if Irondequoit doesn't play well, they could lose this game. And that goes for Chili, too. They're going to have to come up with a big game to beat Irondequoit.
Okay,
so I expect a very good up-and-down game with some good plays by both teams.
So this should be a good, interesting game. Even though Churchville 6-4, I think they're better than their record indicates.
That's a good point, Mike. You're right.
And so who knows what teams they've played so far. But it'll be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to it. And
so am I.
We'll see you out there at the start of the game.
Okay.
Okay, we're ready to go. Your number 3 ranked in the state Eagles against the lower ranked Churchville-Chili Saints.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Irondequoit starts this game. As I said in the pregame, some feedback I got of the Geneseo game is that it was pretty ragged and undisciplined. So we'll have to see how they come out of their own end, how much of the ice they use, if they use each other well.
Okay, here comes Dalton. Dumps it into the zone, giving chase is Mitch Culver. He's behind the net. He's ridden hard off the play. Still fighting for it, though. But the Saints come away with it. Here comes the Saints. Long shot into the corner. Kicked aside by Doherty. Duguay drops it for Cup. Cup gets it back. Duguay banks it back to Cup. Cup dumps it down. No icing as it's intercepted, but picked up by the Eagles and into the near corner. Now it's shot all the way down. It's going to be icing against the Saints. Not much so far. Both teams getting a feel for each other.
Right. Nothing really stands out so far. Only 2 minutes in.
Back to Comanzo. Hines past Thurston, and the Saints come up with it. Saints bank it off the board all the way down. Here's a break for the Saints, 2-on-1. Oh, under the stick of a Saints player as he was right out in front. They get it back out in front, and they couldn't get a shot off. Tied up by Comanzo. Puck's in the corner. And we're going to get a penalty against the Saints. Going to be for slashing. Number 28, I believe. Or is it? Nope, number 10. Go off for a minute and a half for slashing. Eagles go on the power play. This power play brought to you by Pontillo's Pizza, corner of Hudson and Ridge Road in Irondequoit. proud sponsor of Eagles Hockey. That's Pontillo's Pizza. Saints shoot it down.
Minor for slashing. Luchu for slashing. Canada minor penalty. 13:08 in the first period.
Cup over to Culver. Cross ice feed to Comanzo. Comanzo gets into the zone. Sidesteps one player into the corner. Nope gets it. And we get the net movement. And we'll get a face-off outside as... I think the Eagles knocked it off its moorings.
Giuffrida switching his power play lineup.
You have Gooch flanked by Hines and Thurston. Still 45 seconds left in the power play. Thurston into the zone. Gives it to Gooch off his stick, but Cup keeps it in. Cup over to Hines. Hines back to Cup. Cup in the slot, gives it to Gooch. Gooch backhands it behind the net. And the puck comes out of the zone. Cup going in. Cup shoots. Save. Trying to get the number of the goalie here. It's hard to read.
Number
one. Looks like number 1, Kyle Wood, in goal for the Saints. No for the shot. Oh, just misses the net. Out to the Comanzo. Comanzo wraps it around. Saints bring it right back, but still kept in by Comanzo. Skate saved by a defender, and he shoots it down the ice. With 3 seconds left on the penalty, and we're at full strength. It's Culver and Dalton in the zone with 2 Saints. Culver trying to get around, he can't. Looking to center, knocked off his stick. The Eagles go for a line change. Kept in by Heleniak. As Lewis Cup gets it. Shoots it into the corner. Over to Nope. Nope. Now over to Thompson. Out in front, all alone, was Kohalin, and he made a nice save. Wood made a nice save on that.
Michael Colahan found himself all alone in front, but the goalie slid across, made a nice play, nice save. Colahan got the shot off right away, but the goalie really came across the crease fast.
Yeah, being so tight to the goal, there wasn't much to shoot at.
Right.
Wood blocked that entrance. Cup drops it for Thompson. Thompson checked hard into the boards and tries to get it out again. Blocked again by Thompson. Saints get it right back. And finally, Cup gets it. And he's with his brother Lewis, and he dumps it in. Lewis giving chase. Saints there first. Picked off by Thurston. Heleniak puts it right over the top of the net. Comanzo at the point. Long shot. Skate save and shot out.
Nice keeping by Matt Comanzo, but there was really nobody in front to deflect or tip that shot.
Icing against the Saints with 9:41 to go in the period. No score yet.
A couple plays ago, Mitch Culver came down using that great speed and long legs of his But number 21, the leading scorer for Churchville-Chili, stuck right with him on defense and was able to keep him to the outside. So nice play by number 21, Connor Hoying, their leading scorer and the defenseman.
Not to be confused with Connor Hines.
That's a good point, yeah. You'll have to be careful.
Up, there's a tripping. No, it's interference on that. Gooch will go off. I thought he was going to give Comanzo a trip because he had his leg out there.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't even see Gooch. I saw the flagrant leg on leg, but I didn't see the...
So a face-off will come to the left to Doherty. The Eagles have their penalty killers out there. Nice play by Culver. They lose the sight of it. And
Running for interference.
Doherty sets it up for Cup. And Cup gets to dump it all the way down, ends up being on goal. Oh, no picks it up. He couldn't hang on to it, though, as the Saints come away with it. Dumped back into the Saints zone. Nice play by Cup to get it off the boards and down the ice. Good job by the penalty killer so far, Don.
Yeah, they haven't had it in the over the blue line yet.
Duguay wraps it hard to Hines. Hines banks it off the board, trying to get it out. He can't. Saints still have it and along the sideboards. Out to the point. Oh, almost a break for Hines. Shot into the corner around. Thurston gets it. He has Hines free, but he couldn't get much on it to give it to him as the Saints get to it first. There goes Hines on a break. Goes in, shoots. Oh, he fires wide.
Tried to pick that left side, the stick side. Just missed.
He had a lot of room, too. Long shot, knocked off the glove of Doherty. That was a good penalty kill by the Eagles there. I don't believe there was any shots by the Saints in that minute and a half.
So.
Like that one too. Come on, shoot the puck. Eleniak, oh, he kept it in. Looked like he went out a little, but he did keep it in.
Very nice keeping, yeah.
Comanzo flips it high into the zone. And the puck goes off Eleniak and into the penalty box. 7 minutes even left to go here in the first period. No score.
So much of the strength of Irondequoit begins right in their own end with their defensemen. They all can bring the puck up. You've got some tall, lanky guys and Heleniak and Comanzo with that long reach to tip pucks away. And you've got great skaters like Lewis Cup, or excuse me, Lewis too, but Theo Cup, the defenseman. Daniel Duguay's made great strides since last year, Mike.
Oh, definitely, yes. Very confident out there. Oh, nice check by Cup. Open ice check. Steals the puck and dumps it in.
Open ice. When do you see that?
And icing against the Saints.
Staying on the theme of the defenseman, if Lewis Cup is on his game, which means if he's skating with his head up, he's coming out real fast. You'll notice that he gets to full speed in just 2 or 3 strides. Theo, did I say Lewis again? Yeah. I meant to say Theo. Oh, Lewis has his own attributes. But boy, if Theo's on his game, it's a huge help for Irondequoit.
There goes Nope in the zone. Shot saved by Wood. Saints trying to get it out. They can. It's picked up by Dalton over to Culver. Finally, the Saints flip it over the glass into the netting.
Looks like Irondequoit's taking it over a little bit, Mike.
Yeah, back there, like you said, on the defense part, you got Theo with speed, Comanzo with his size.
Right. And don't forget, Matt Comanzo's got 9 goals from the point.
Right.
That's why I say that the strength of their team, I think, starts right back there on defense.
Goes through Cup's legs down the ice. Long shot, saved by Doherty. Another save by Doherty. Puck's brought out to the point. Eagles get it back, get it out of the zone over to Thurston. Thurston dumps it in. Eagles go for a line change. Things picked up here for a minute for the Saints. Yeah, that was right after the puck went through Theo's legs at the blue line, and they came down after we've been praising them.
Right, yeah.
Offsides against the Saints.
Quick change from Coach Giafrida. He comes right back with his Graham Gooch and Thurston Hines line.
You know, with 4 minutes to go in the period, you really want to get a goal going in. You don't want the Saints to think they have a chance while they sit there in the locker room.
Right, especially when Irondequoit's carried the play pretty much the whole period. They need something to show for it.
That is icing against the Saints. 3:39 left. Face off to the right of Woods. The best chance either team had so far was that point-blank shot by Cohalan.
Right.
Outside of that, a lot of up and down, but not many chances.
Irondequoit can play better than this.
Cup gets to it first. But as Saints players there along the boards pick it up. Duguay gets to it first, gives to Thompson. Can't get it out of the zone. Saints keep it in. Cup finally brings it out to center ice. And And Lewis Cup flips it into the Saints zone as the Eagles go for a line change. Long shot into the corner. Puck stays in, tipped, right out in front, but right over the top of the net, into the netting above the glass.
Nice tip in front, but it went a little high. Churchville stepping it up here the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh. Big hit by Saints on Culver. Oh, we have a penalty against the Eagles. It's going to be against Hellenic. Hellenic, that's it.
Seems to be some controversy over that call, Mike.
Well, with 2:17, the Eagles are going to be short for the next minute and 30.
Around for penalty to number 23, Jake Helleniak. Fine for making the stick. Helleniak for holding the stick, coming on a penalty 2:17 in the first period.
Puck, the Saints, cross ice to the point. Long shot, save, another save on the rebound by Doherty and shot down the ice by Nope.
Huge save on the second shot on the rebound. Just focus.
Duguay breaks into the zone. He has Gooch with him, but he stopped and the Saints pick it up. It's in the zone. Up, he's going to get an interference or a tripping on that because he never made contact with the puck. Long shot, saved by Doherty, hangs on, we get a whistle, and we're going to get a holding penalty. Now, I didn't see the holding, though. I could see interference.
Yeah,
there.
well, I could see tripping maybe because it seemed like he took his legs off under him, but it deserved to be a penalty of some type.
Definitely, because he never did touch the puck.
Jacob Doherty, the Eagles goalie, made 3 big saves in the last minute or so. They keep this game 0-0.
Yes. So for 17 seconds, the Saints will have a 2-man advantage, and they'll finish out the period with a man advantage.
First period. Around by penalty to number 4, Theo Cup. Going for holding. Cup for holding. Got it on a penalty.
Out in front, point blank shot, saved by Doherty. The Eagles get one player back, and it's blocked by Dalton. It stings a little, and but it was a big block by Dalton, and puck's free. Back to the point, shot, glove saved by Doherty, he hangs on. 26 seconds to go in the period. Eagles still killing off this man disadvantage.
I don't know. We had talked about just a few minutes ago how Irondequoit was carrying the play, but right now Jacob Doherty's the difference in this game being either 1 or 2 to nothing or nothing.
Yeah, we said the Eagles wanted to go in the locker room with a lead at least, but they should be happy they're going in even. There's a break. Nope, goes in, shoots. Oh, he scores! Andrew Nope goes in alone, picks the top corner. And the Eagles do get that 1-0 lead going into the
nice play by Andrew Nope. He got close to the point man. Point man couldn't shoot it around him, and you can't shoot it through him. And he picked up a rebound off his shin guards and was in.
A shorthanded goal with 14 seconds to go in the first period, and the Eagles are up 1-0.
They're on a short-handed goal, scored number 8, Andrew Nope. Nope on assistant coming to short-handed goal, 14 seconds in the first period.
Okay. Period's going to end, and the Eagles are going to skate out of the first period with a 1-0 lead. That's something they really needed, and
right, because it was getting taken to them there the last 3 minutes of the
Saints
period.
were starting to come back, and this kind of puts them back a little and makes them think.
So the story of that period was Jacob Doherty and Andrew Nope.
Yep, and we'll be right back to start the second period. Okay, we're ready to start the second period. Eagles up 1-0. Blocked by Heleniak and pushed into the corners, trying to center, picked off by Culver, and he shoots it down with 10 seconds left to go on the Eagles' penalty. Okay, the Eagles are at full strength. Saints get into the zone. Long shot off the post. Finally, a shot that beat Doherty, but the post saved him.
Couldn't beat the post.
You know, game in and game out, that post is there.
Yep. I think that was a boarding call maybe on the, was it a cross check?
So the Eagles go from killing the penalty to right away being on the power play. See if they can capitalize it. Comanzo to Cup. Back to Cup. Long shot, tipped. Just saved. Rebound shot wide. Hines with it. Oh, it's tipped out of the zone where Comanzo gets it back. Comanzo to Hines. Hines in the zone. He has Thurston, but it's picked off and brought out of the zone. And shot down the zone. Cup with it. Cup gets it back, but the Saints keep getting it and bringing it right back in. Thurston with it now. Back behind the net as the Eagles going to set up. Nice move by Comanzo. Comanzo gets his own, but Hines just stepped offside, and we'll get offsides with the face-off.
It's tough to stay on sides when you make that little move at the blue line, but I was going to say that Rondequoit doesn't seem to have their A game quite yet. Passes really aren't very crisp. I don't think they're skating as well as they can. Of course, that's also a function of Churchville-Chili playing fairly well and getting in their way. Just like we just saw now.
Yes. Nice play. Dalton gets it. Dalton goes in. Looking to center. Shot. Saved by Wood. Dalton brings it out to Duguay. Duguay with a long shot through a screen and just wide of the net. Wrapped around. Saved by Wood. He covers it up. Get a little pushing and shoving, but the puck remains frozen.
Couple nice plays there. Tanner Dalton go down the right side. I saw him look over. Saw there was no clear passing lane, so he took a pretty good shot. And then Mitch Culver coming around behind the net with some speed. Almost caught the goalie on the far side of the net.
One from each team goes off, probably for roughing.
It's been a fairly spirited game. A lot of trash talk going on out there.
Here comes the Saints. In. Shot.
Churchville-Chili.
Wider than that.
21 on the lane. Minus for roughing. Around by penalty to number 7, Senator Dalton, minus for roughing. Time out minor penalty, 12:36 of the second period.
Puck in the Saints zone. Oh, it hits a glove, and we're going to get a whistle. Face off just outside the zone. Just under 12 minutes left to go in the second period. 1-0 Eagles. Something's upsetting Coach Giafrida.
Right.
I think it's about the line change being denied.
Ref wouldn't let him change. I don't know why. I mean, they have the first change, being home team.
Looking to center. Hines behind the net. Hines still with the puck in the corner. Puck still loose. And Hines gets it back. Hines to the point. Poked off his stick and into the neutral zone. But Heleniak's there to save a 2-on-1 break. Lewis Cup goes down hard, loses an edge. A little wobbly, but he gets up. Fell awkward when he hit the ice.
Yeah, he did. For a second, he was completely in the air, and then his whole weight came down hard on the ice. So that tends to jar you. Boy, Irondequoit just having a tough time making things click together here. Everything's just about 2 inches off and about a half a mile an hour slow.
Saints trying to get something set up in their own zone, in the Eagle zone. Cup's there, banks it off the boards. Can't get it out, but Colin does, but the Saints come right back with it. Long shot, saved by Doherty, covers up.
Another case of the pass just not connecting. A little bit soft on the pass at neutral ice. And when that happens in neutral ice, it's real easy to make that turnaround for the other team to make the turnaround and take it back in. Refs really watching the line changes out for something more than I've ever seen in any high school game.
2-on-1 here for the Saints. Long shot, glove save. That was going for the lower left corner as Doherty gloves that.
I'll tell you, Jacob Doherty's had to make some tough saves. It seems like every shot on is labeled. By Coach Giaffrida really rotating through his lines fast here, trying to find some line that wants to get going here.
Yeah, I mean, right now, first 5 minutes of this period, the Eagles have taken off.
Yeah, they're just
taking time off.
Right. Yeah, they're it's not their A game by any stretch. But, you know, we can't take anything away from Churchville-Chili. They've really skated well this period. They're coming out of their end as a unit, and they're coming out with speed.
And here comes Thurston. Thurston with the shot. Blocker saved by Wood. Shot down. Cups back there for it. Brings it out of the zone. Saints bring it right back in. Cup trying to get it out, banks it hard off the glass. Saints have to go back for it. Oh, kept in by Thurston. Nice feed for Hines. Over to Gooch, and Gooch trying to poke at it. And the Saints take offense to that. And let Gooch know about it. He went right to the whistle.
Right. Yeah, you don't stop till you hear the whistle blow. But Anthony Thurston made a nice stop just over the blue line on an attempted clearing by Churchville-Chili. It went to Hines. Hines shot it across the front to Graham Gooch. But he couldn't get it past the goalie.
Oh, under the pads of Wood. He didn't know where it was. Getting a little physical out there now.
I told you, Mike, this is a very spirited game. Well, I think that one rolled under the goalie, but it didn't quite go across the line.
No, and the goal and Woods didn't know he had it under him. He was looking behind him too. So we got 9:03 left and a penalty to the Saints.
There may have been an extra 2 called here because
yeah, we have one in there. Yes.
So there may be must be an extra penalty, obviously, for Churchville. Now he's calling 4-on-4. No, 5-on-4. No, it is 5-on-4.
Yeah, they're down for a minute and a half. Okay. Heleniak with it at the point. Gives it to Comanzo. Comanzo long shot. Set! Scores! Matthew Comanzo threw a screen under the pads of Woods, and he gives the Eagles a 2-0 lead.
Good shot by Matt Comanzo. There was traffic in front. I don't think the goalie saw that well at all, Mike. Wasn't a particularly hard shot, but it was on goal, and the goalie was screened.
And that was a power play goal, and gives the Eagles a 2-0 lead with 8:45 here to go in the second period.
Matt Comanzo's 10th goal. And what a benefit when you can get 8, 9, 10 goals from your defenseman.
Yeah, just almost 1 goal a game.
Yep.
Comanzo shoots again. It's blocked by a Saint. Comanzo gets it back. Another long shot. Blocked again by the Saint defenseman. Saved by Thurston. A shot by Thurston. Saved by Wood.
Quite a last shift and a half for Matt Comanzo. He's been all over the ice. Taking shots, stopping the puck from coming out, keeping it in.
There goes the Saints. Pushes it
Nice.
into the backboards.
Good back check by Mitch Culver on their number one player. Or scorer, anyways.
Nope, gets it out, shoots it all the way down. And it'll be icing against the Eagles. That was a huge goal in a game like this to get
Yes.
add a little cushion to that one goal lead.
Right.
Goal scored by number 9, Anthony Enzo. With the assist number 8, Andrew Nope, and number 23, Jake Lineback.
So that goal was Comanzo assisted by Nope and Heleniak. And being a power play goal, that was brought to you by Amico's Pizza. Amico's on Ridge Road near Carter. Try them out. Sponsor of Around the Great Hockey. There goes Gooch. Gooch leaves it for Thurston, but it's picked off before it could get to him.
One
The
pass
Saints
too many.
come back. Saints, long shot, high over the top of the net. Wrapped around to Hines. Hines couldn't get it out. He's hit hard into the boards, kept in at the point. Long shot by Saints and just misses the corner. Heleniak to Hines. Intercepted the blue line. Shot on, and Doherty likes to reach out and cover that puck up and get a whistle.
Another one of those deadly cross-ice passes in your own zone. I don't like to see those, Mike. It always turns into a chance for the team when they intercept it. Always.
You can always bank on that. Speaking of banking, another sponsor is Matthew Quinlan, CPA. So it's his tax season, and don't forget Matthew Quinlan, CPA. Puck wrapped around the boards. Kept in by Duguay. Duguay over Thompson, high shot over the crossbar. And a shot down. Here's a break for the Saints. All alone, fakes. Oh, he couldn't get a shot off. Nice pressure by Duguay.
Yeah, he may have just got his stick on it. Just tapped the Churchville-Chili player's stick.
Long shot as Doherty reaches up over the crossbar and pulls that one down.
For every stoppage around the net, there's pushing and shoving. So for some reason, there's bad blood. I don't know how it started, but no problem with that. That's part of the game.
Saints with it. Puck tied up along the backboards. Puck comes free to the Saint. Intercepted by the Eagles. Nope, dumps it in. Culver's there first, trying to center. But it's poked off his stick and pushed behind the net. Dalton with it. Dalton over to Culver. Culver trying to center. Not much on it, but nope. Tries to get it off the side of the net. The Saints get it and put it around the boards. Comanzo keeps it in. And it comes free down to the neutral zone. In the skates of a Saints player, he didn't see it, and we're going to get a penalty against the Eagles. I don't know what that call was. High off the glass, Comanzo will touch it, and we'll get the whistle. What is that call? Cross check.
Well, Mike, he was standing only about barely 10 feet away, so we'll have to give him that one.
Yeah, that's the closest I would give is interference.
Right, because he didn't have the puck. I thought maybe two that also, but
Well, the puck was in his skates when he hit him. The player just didn't know it.
The round penalty to number 7, Tanner Dalton. 9 for cross-checking. Dalton for cross-checking.
Backhand saved by Doherty, trying to center out front. Oh, puck comes free in the middle, but Hines was there to clear it out of danger. Long shot. Saints player trying to bring it out front. Can't, being tied up by Cup, but it comes out to the point. Up, we're going to get both players going off, I think.
A good call.
High stick for one and slashing for the other. We could use that whistle. They had Doherty made a nice save. Puck came free after it went behind him. It was sitting out in front in an open net, but Hines was there to kind of clear it out. So otherwise it would have been a 2-1 game right now. Puck kept in by the Saints. Saints still with 50 seconds left on the power play. Oh, they shoot. I think it's trickled, deflected off his stick, Doherty's stick, in between his legs and into the net.
Did it go between his legs?
I believe
looks
so.
Looks like he had that save, but it either didn't have his stick steady or secure, and it went in behind him.
So you kind of could see that coming with the pressure the Saints were mounting, that they might be able to get one, and they do, and they cut the lead in half to 2-1 with 4:32 to go in the second period.
I don't think Doherty was set the way he really wanted to be on that shot.
Churchville-Chili power play goal scored by number 15, Anthony Friday. Assisted by number 26, Ryan Cosgrove, by number 21, Connor Horning.
So
Friday from Cosgrove and Horning, time of the power play goal, 4:32 in the second period.
puck's loose and pushed off to the side. Friday scored that goal for Churchville-Chili. Out to the point. Long shot, glove saved by Doherty, and he hangs on.
Would you say Churchville-Chili's got some added life after that goal?
Yeah. That's what they say, you know. Worst lead is a 2-goal lead.
That's right, I've heard that, yeah. Yeah, you think you're pretty comfortable with it. You can get pretty comfortable with that, and it can.
We're one short.
Wait, you're missing a guy.
Long shot. Eagles are man down unintentionally, but Doherty makes the save, and we get a whistle, and we could bring 5 players out onto the ice now.
Coach Giaffrida going exclusive with the 4 defense. Duguay, Heleniak, Cup, and Camanzo.
Long shot, behind the net. Nope's there, flips it out, kept in by the Saints. And finally Dalton gets it, and he skates it. Off a Doherty skate, off of a Nope skate, and Saints get it back.
Ironically, having all kinds of time putting 2 or 3 passes together, and that hurts them.
And they score through a screen right over the shoulder of Doherty, and they tie it up 2-2.
That's the one guy you don't want to get that shot. He's got 10 goals. That's Connor Honing, number 21. It started in the neutral zone with a bad pass.
And we got a new game here. New game, but the Eagles have to get the momentum back.
They're just having a tough time putting a couple passes together.
Churchville-Chili goal scored by number 21, Connor Horning. Give the assist to number 15, Anthony Friday, and number 26, Ryan Cosgrove. Point from Friday and Cosgrove, time of that goal, 3:33 of the second
Here comes
period.
Hines skating with it. Only 2 men back. Eagles have 3 up. Long shot, blocked by Saint. Kept in by Gooch. Back to Hines. Oh, Thurston picks up the loose puck. Shot. And we get a whistle as the St. players and Hines went down at the blue line.
And they were, guess you could say they were clutching and grabbing, but the most physical game we've seen this year, Mike.
I think those two were just laying there talking about buy you a soda after the game and meeting up at Titus Tavern.
Yeah.
Sponsor of Eagle Hockey. Titus Tavern, corner of Cooper and Titus.
No penalties on that either.
Face off to the left of Woods. Saints on a break. Only Cup's back. Saints have it. Cup breaks it up. Poked back by Duguay.
Dude, you gotta get to that puck.
Mitch Culver gives it to Cup. Cup to Nope. Nope cross ice to Dalton. Dalton dumps it into the zone. Eagles go for a change. 2:28 to go in the period. Long pass is going to be icing against the Eagles, against the Saints. No, they're waved off. Dugay's down on the puck, trying to get up. Puck comes free. Cup to Thurston. Thurston gives it to Hines. Hines goes in. He has Gooch with him. Beats Gooch. Gooch in front. Tip just wide. Trying to wrap it around. Oh, holding against the Saints. He pleads his case that he's innocent. And the ref's not buying it. And we get an unsportsmanlike against Dugay. I don't know what Dugay said to the ref to warn an unsportsman, but
Well, I can imagine if I think long enough.
I'm trying to see here if he got
Big Eagles will come out with a power play, Mike.
we still got the power play. Minute 20, minute 50 in the period left. Saints shoot it all the way down. Gamanzo.
Penalty to number 24, Nick Uselak. Minor for hooking. Penalty to number 2, Daniel Duguay, 7.5 minute misconduct.
That's why.
Of the second period.
Hines shoots. Oh, glove saved by Woods.
Wood comes up big. Doherty's had to do it all game. Now it's Wood's turn.
Dugay got a 7.5 minute misconduct. That's why we ended up with the power play.
Now that was some nice passing by on the Eagles' part to break. I don't know who took the shot. Was it Gooch that was in on Brad, or was it Hines? But nice passing at full speed.
Berliniak to Gamanzo. Gamanzo to Cup, back to Gamanzo. Cup, Gamanzo. Berliniak with a shot, pad saved by Woods. Rebound, comes free. Culver gets it in. Mitch Culver puts it away, I think. I think it gave it to Culver, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He had the last swipe at it.
I thought it bounced off the post back to the goalie, and it might have bounced off the goalie and in.
Nice puck movement by the Eagles on that power play goal. Had Wood looking left and right, and
So that was a power play goal, and waiting to hear who gets credit for it.
The last minute to play in the second period.
Nope, over to Lewis Cup. Lewis Cup centers. Oh, Culver just tips it wide.
With the assistant number 18, Mitch Culver, and number 23, Jay Kaliniak. Both from Culver and
Save on a shot by Cup. Another save by Woods. So Nope gets credit for the goal.
Nope got the goal.
Assisted by Culver and Heleniak.
Right. Either I got the 8s and the 18 mixed up, or Culver never really touched the puck.
Well, I thought Culver touched it. Tried to get it in the corner. It must have
Okay.
hit the post, and Nope must have picked up the loose one and pushed it in.
Okay.
So, again, like the first period, the Eagles may take a one-goal lead into this third period. Long shot, blocked in front by a St. player. Oh, centering pass that Thurston could not handle. Puck comes out there, neutral zone. Shot in. Puck's free, guys in front, shot, saved by Doherty, and the puck comes to the Eagles. Offsides against the Saints. We got 2 seconds, and that's going to do it for the second period.
Wow. The most physical game we've seen all year by far.
And we still have 1 period to go. So at the end of 2, Eagles cling to a 3-2 lead after having a 2-0 lead.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't their best period. No, let's not take anything away from the Saints. They really stepped up their game and took advantage of the fact that the Eagles were just off.
I do not want to be in that Eagles locker room, though, right now.
Right.
With Coach Giaffrida coming in.
I don't know where you begin on that. They weren't skating. They weren't passing. Soft passes.
We'll see how they come out in the third period, and right after they clean the ice. Okay, we're ready to get on the way. Third period, Eagles up 3-2.
We'll see if the Eagles clean up their game, Mike. It's 3-2. Make it simple, easy passes.
See if whatever the coach told them, if it has an effect on them this period.
Keep it simple. You're up by a goal. Make sure the forwards come back over the blue line. Give the defenseman somebody to pass to.
Oh, nice. Ooh. Mitch Culver off the beam. And that looked like it was offsides when he poked it off the stick of the St. player and into the zone. Shot by Thurston, saved by Wood.
Quick move by Anthony Thurston. Actually, Ronica lost that face-off, but Thurston was right there to sneak in and get a backhand off.
Manzo, long feed for Hines. He's ridden off the play hard. Oh, it looks like Hines hurt his shoulder on that too. He's being tended to. Oh, right across the goal mouth, but no one's there for the Saints. Lewis Cup gets it into the zone. He's hauled down. No call. Actually grabbed him and pulled him down, and refs did not see that. Bucks in the neutral zone. Saints dump it right back in. Eagles trying to get it out. And they bank it out, and it's going to be icing against the Eagles.
But you know, Mike, it is icing, and so there's a face-off in the Eagles' end. But when I said keep it simple, that's one thing. Get it out first. This did go for icing, but at least Theo was smart enough just to knew he had to get it out. None of these little soft passes in your own end.
Long shot. Pushed aside by Doherty, and Eagles flip it out to the neutral zone all the way down. If it doesn't go on goal, it'll be and Woods had to play it, so no icing. But this one will be icing against the Saints.
Be interesting to see if Connor Hines comes back after that check. He did go off favoring his shoulder.
Comanzo, long shot through a crowd, pushed into the corner, behind the net. Eagles trying to set it up. Thurston. Saints intercept and wrap it around. Can't be kept in by Heleniak. And the Saints have a shot all the way down. Doherty plays it for Comanzo. On the near boards, the Saints have it. Long shot wide of the post. Thurston picks it up. Gives it to Gooch. Gooch gets into the zone. Behind the net, Thompson gets it. Out to the point, no one's there for the Eagles, and it goes all the way down to the Eagles zone. Cup back for it. Cup skating with it. Long feed for Nope, but he can't touch it, so it's going to be icing against the Eagles.
Now there's an instance where you didn't have to ice it. He had a lot of skating room. You didn't have to try that stretch pass. Just keep it along the boards. You're fine. Get over the blue line, then make your pass.
Lewis Cup pushes it in.
That's what you want to do. He got over the line and threw it in.
And all the way down, and we're going to get icing against the Saints. 11:26 to go here in the third period.
Then again, Mike, you're playing with a one-goal lead. You don't want to play kitty bar the door this early and just keep falling back and collapsing on your goalie. So we'll have to watch for that.
Well, it's good to see Connor Hines back on the
That's right, he's out there. That's good.
ice. Let's see if he favors his right shoulder at all. And puck shot all the way down. No icing. Comanzo trying to get to it. Saints do. Trying to center, but they can't. Hines fights through a check, but it's stolen off his stick and shot back into the Eagles zone. Saints looking to center. They do. Tipped by Thurston. Goes all the way down the ice, giving chase. Saints get there first. Man's over to Nope. Nope gets around one defender. Shot. Saved by Woods. Brought down to Hines. Hines tried to get a shot, but can't. Nope ridden high up into the boards. And we're going to get a whistle. Looks like it's going to be both players maybe.
Yeah, looks like it could be. Yep.
Well, that penalty gets their leading scorer off the ice for a minute and a half. Puck deflected up into the beams. We'll get another face-off to the right of Woods.
Good shot by Theo Cup. He had eyes, that puck, as it went through about 3 or 4 players.
Churchville-Chili penalty to number 21, Connor Hoyne. Minor for a head contact. Grounded by penalty to number 8.
Long shot by Dalton in front. Mitch Culver gets the rebound, puts the top shelf, and the Eagles extend their lead to 4-2.
Dalton the shot. Nobody picked up Comanzo in front. He had an easy backhand in over the goalie. Culver. I meant to say Culver. Made it look easy.
So the Eagles get their 2-goal lead back with 10 minutes to go here in the third. That was a harmless looking play to start.
Right.
Scored by number 18, Mitch Culver. With the assist to number 7, Tanner Dalton. Culver from Dalton coming to goal, 10:02 of the third period.
You just can't leave the players standing alone in front like that.
And Dalton and Culver put it right where he, the best spot to put it, the top shelf, right over the goalie. Eagles get a fresh set of legs out there. The Saints go back to play the puck. Oh, picked off by Gooch. Gooch shot. Oh, saved by Woods. Out in front. Saints lift it over and all the way down the ice. And it's going to be icing against the Saints.
Saints guilty of making a real bad pass in their own end. No-look passes in your own end can be deadly. And Graham Gooch almost buried that one.
Speaking of deadly, if you need flowers for a funeral or anything, don't forget, Personal Designs Florist. Need flowers for
How about something
weddings,
happy too?
Weddings? Well, is that weddings? Yeah, okay. Weddings, proms, you name it. Personal Design Florist. Oh, point blank pushing a puck in front of the net, dislodged the net, and we'll get a face off to the left of Doherty. Point blank shot saved by Doherty, and the rebound comes free, but the whistle is already blown.
For what reason?
Net moved.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know, the way these two teams are at each other's throat, be interesting when they go through the handshakes at the end.
Well, I'm sure they're all gentlemen. Things will be fine.
No. Face-off will come all the way down to the Saints end.
So that must have been a Saints player that moved the net. Oh, we got a penalty. That's what that was. They could salt this game away, Mike, right here with a goal.
Long shot by Comanzo, saved by Woods, and shot out of the zone. Comanzo comes away with the loose puck. Long feed for Cup off his skate, and then off of Saint and into the corner. Culver's going to get to it first. Centering, but hit the back of the net. Nope with a shot, but that's blocked by a defender. Cup at the point. Back behind the net. The Saints wrap it around. Comanzo can't keep it in. This goes all the way down the ice. Doherty sets it up for his defenders. Long feed for Gooch right on goal. And Woods covers it up. 31 seconds left to go in the power play.
They'll take the face-off in the Saints end, that's for sure. Win it, work it. 31 seconds, time for that. Get the shot on. No, could not win it.
Puck again goes all the way down. Doherty leaves it for Dalton. Dalton to Thurston. Feeds Gooch. Gooch in the zone. Gooch looking, shoot. Oh, wide of the net. Hines gets there to Thurston. Thurston looking.
Looking for somebody in front, Mike. There's nobody there.
Dalton puts a weak shot on, deflected wide. Out to Dalton again. Over to Gooch. Gooch shot blocked by a defender. And it's cleared out by the Saints. Oh, we got an injured player down, but he gets up. Seems to be okay, a little shaken. Out in front, saved by Doherty. Players poke at it, but we have a whistle. We have some shoving. We're going to get a penalty against the Eagles. Cross-checking, I believe. Doherty with a nice point-blank save.
It was a great save. Slid across there. Looking real good on that save. I see where Tanner Dalton was coming from. After it was well frozen, the Saints player was still stabbing at the puck. But a little bit possibly of an overreaction, but I can see where he was coming from.
So the Saints will have a power play and trailing only 4-2 with plenty of time left.
Drawing point penalty to number 7, Tanner Dalton.
Puck side up in the corner. Precious seconds ticking away for the Saints.
This game has had an edge from the first face-off.
Puck being fought for again in the corner. Still loose. Culver finally gets it and shoots it down.
Good work by Mitch Culver. Good strength in the corner.
Good play by Culver at the blue line. No banks it off the boards. If he'd known, he could have skated away with it.
Right. He was pretty well beat. He had taken quite a shot down in the other end.
Shot in front, saved by Doherty. Puck comes free and poked into the sideboards. Long shot on by Gooch. Puck goes in the corner. Hines rides his man into the corner. Puck still free. Hines comes away with it. Hines still fighting for it. And he's tied up. Could be holding, but no call. As the Saints get control of the puck into the zone. Trying to center, they do. Man in front, saved by Doherty. Pushed off to the side. Puck shot down, can't be kept in by the Saints.
Another big save by Doherty.
And the Eagles are at full strength. Well, there's a shot off the post. That's the second post the Saints have hit today. Thurston shoots it down. It's going to be the Saints are right there to get it. Even the refs are letting more go this period. Cup over to Nope. Neutral zone, skates delayed offsides, and Cup's back for it. He flips it out to the neutral zone. We have 3:50 to go in the period. Comanzo to Lewis Cup. Off a skate, out to the point, and the Saints shoot it right back out. Nice check by Dalton. And then another nice check by Cup.
Everybody's looking to take the body. I don't know if it's get even time or what, but everybody's going after the body.
Nope taking the fence to a late hit.
It was always fun to play in games like this.
Yeah, like you stressed the whole game, this is not around the crates a game, but it is entertaining.
Oh, it's a very entertaining game. I love the physicality of it.
In this game, you know when you have the puck, you are going to get hit.
Right, it's hit first and worry about the puck later all of a sudden. Or for the whole game, actually.
There's another big hit by the Saints against Hines. He's taking a beating this game.
He's staying on the ice, though.
Nice play by Hines to pick that puck, and here's Gooch. Oh, right through his legs. St. Clair puts a shot on goal, and nope, Doherty was able to push it away out to the point. Long shot over the crossbar. Centering on the wraparound. Saved by Doherty, trying to hang on. Loose puck, net moves, we get a whistle.
I think he made 2 or 3 stops right there, Mike.
Yes, a lot of action in that real estate of the goal crease. Speaking of real estate, Don, don't forget our other sponsor of Eagles hockey is Holly Creek Realtor with Notnago Realtor. So that's Holly Creek of Notnago Realty.
We got offsetting penalties again.
We're at the 2-minute warning. Shot by the point, tipped into the backboards. Trying to center, no one's there for the Saints. Out to the point, another shot blocked by Dalton, and then shot down the ice. Empty net to my left as the Saints pulled their goalie.
Yep. 2 minutes left, and he pulls the goalie, but with down 2 goals, there's no sense waiting to the last 30 seconds.
That'll be 6-on-5 out there. We're going to drop it over again.
I've noticed that this has not been the best night for Irondequoit on the face-off, so they really need to bear down. Culver out there for the face-off.
To the point, long shot. It just bounces by the goal. Cup gets it. Nope, back to Cup. Cup tries to give it to his brother, but he's checked hard in the boards, and Nope picks up the centering pass. Nope, shooting it down, just wide the net. We're going to get icing against the Eagles.
Yeah, he wanted a goal there. He could have skated a little bit farther.
A few more
on
strides
that.
to get the red line, and
yeah.
And we get a timeout, Churchville. We'll be right back to see the final minute 16. Okay, we're ready to resume. A minute 16 left to go
Another
here
big face-off.
in the third period.
Nope, couldn't
Off
win
to
it.
the point. Wraps it around the boards. Trying to center off a skate of command zone into the far boards. Puck goes all the way through the near boards now and then comes free and Saints get it back.
Last minute of play in the third period.
Picked off by Mitch Culver and it comes free into the zone. Oh, defender fell. Thurston almost had it, and we got a penalty coming to.
I think it's just an ice.
Oh, just an icing. Okay, I thought the arm was up. But it's down. No penalty there. Okay, and we're going to get with 42 seconds face off in the Saints end. Goalie Wood will be back in his net.
That's a big help for Rondecoit, obviously.
Thompson, returning that hit, but there's a penalty against the Eagles. And there's a whistle. A lot of pushing and shoving there. Eagles are going to get a penalty, and
And there may
Thompson
be
took
others.
a big
too.
hit in the corner, but he gave it right back a few
Right.
seconds later.
Right.
And 22 seconds left. They could have a 6-on-4 advantage.
A little bit of old-time hockey where you take the when you got at least a 2-goal lead, and with 2 minutes left, it's your get even time. Nothing real terrible though, Mike.
They'll sort this one out and hopefully get the game on its way. Get these 22 seconds in the book. Don, we were talking earlier, reminiscing about when our kids were young kids in youth hockey. Anytime you get a game this rough, all the parents would be yelling, "Refs, you're losing control."
Yeah, that was.
And you know the refs can't control everything. You know,
they've done a good job tonight. This afternoon, they have no problem with the refs. It's just been a very spirited game with a lot of penalties.
long shot, rebound. Oh, they score. Took them 3 whacks at it, but they finally got it by Doherty to close this to 4-3 with 17 seconds left.
I'm not going to yell at Doherty about that. He made a couple stops and nobody cleared the front. And there was some Saint with a free stick, and he had it, and he got it in.
Well, make the final 17 seconds interesting.
There's certainly time. This will be a big face-off.
Churchville-Chili goal scored by number 18, Tyler Bennett. With the assist to number 26, Ryan Cosgrove.
See now, Churchville left their goalie in the net for that face-off that we're about to have. Okay,
You would pull him?
I would. Why not? You got to
Right,
score. You got
right.
17 seconds. You don't have time to
Right.
pull him after you get control.
Right. Not with 17. You're a good point.
Pulling him now may give you control.
Right.
Okay, if that loose puck. So that's a no-brainer, but it looks like he's still leaving him in right now.
I think you're right on point on that, Mike.
And we'll be right back after this timeout. Okay, we're ready to go. 5-on-5 here. They're not pulling their goalie yet.
Big face-off win for Graham Gooch.
Saints have it. They're in the zone. Puck's in the corner. Hines gets it. He ties it against the boards with 2-1. There's the horn. period ends the way the game ends the way it started.
With pushing and shoving. I want to say good win for Irondequoit, but we've talked all day about how it wasn't their best game, but they did come out with the win.
Yes.
I think they can thank Jacob Doherty for that, and I think you've got the 3 stars for us, Mike.
They always say, good teams find ways to win, and even though they weren't good today, they did find a way to win.
Yeah, they go to 10-1.
And I think one of the ways keys to why they won, maybe the 3 stars. Number 3, Andrew Nope with 2 goals. Don't you agree, Don?
I agree.
Now, Matt Comanzo had a great game, I think.
Excellent game. His arms must be tired. He took so many shots. They all didn't get through, but he must have taken 20 shots or 20 attempts.
And speaking of shots, I don't know what the final shot total was, but Jacob Doherty stopped a lot of them.
Yeah, he was the difference, really. It could have gone the other way if it hadn't been for him.
So he's star number 1. So final score from Lakeshore, it's your Eagles 4 and the Churchville-Chili Saints 3. Good night, everyone.